How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today I'm going to review this Outin Fino battery operated coffee grinder and compare its taste to my experience of using the Commandante C40 Mk4. It's an expensive grinder, over $300, and it's considered an industry standard. If you want the best flavor and if you have plenty of time to grind, you're going to use this one. I've used a lot of electric hand grinders out there, and most of the time it does not compare well with the Commandante. The reason being is that the Commandante uses nitro hardened blades. It has a HRC rating of 58. I did not expect this grinder to even come close to the Commandante. After I did the taste test, I didn't really believe what I was tasting. Is there something wrong with my taste buds thinking that, hey, it tastes comparable to the Commandante? After I looked it up, it has a 38mm 7-blade conical burr. They actually use a high carbon stainless steel in their conical burr inside that has a hardness rating of 56 to 60, which is very close to the Commandante. The high hardness steel allows it to cut the beans rather than just kind of mash it. When you mash the bean, it gives off a lot of other particle sizes, not the particle size that you want out of it. So the distribution of the grind size is gonna be more muddled. It's not gonna be as sharp. Let's get to making a coffee with it. About half a gram remains inside the grinder. I did use it brand new, so more of the coffee grinds will cling inside the grinder. This lid is for loading it onto the pod. You twist it on, then you open this smaller opening. Open the lid of the Outin Fino pod, snap on the funnel, and tip this upside down into it. Let's see what remains. Very, very clean. Even it out like this. Remove the funnel. And then use the bottom of the scoop as a tamper. You just kind of put it right on top, push it down with a little bit of force. It even has these concentric circles. Put the lid back on. Load this into the bottom cup, twist it into the bottom. Load the Outin Fino with water. I'm gonna do 50 ml here. Press and hold to turn it on. Here's the end result. Good amount of crema right on the top. I like to add 1 teaspoon of sugar and some hot almond milk. Let's see how it tastes. The beans I use is something I roasted myself from green beans. They're Guatemalan organic beans. Typically, I grind it through a hand grinder and I run it through my espresso machine. It makes it taste a little bit more robust. Let me give it a few more sips. At least for me, it seems to taste a little bit more chocolatey. I wouldn't say this tastes better or worse than my standard equipment. It tastes different. It also tastes good though. In terms of flavor and enjoyment of even making a latte out of these two battery powered devices, it's very, very comparable. In fact, I'm kind of surprised you can haul these two things and have a latte basically anywhere. Now, I did cheat a little bit because I foamed up my almond milk with an espresso machine. If you are in a portable setting in a camping area, you probably have to heat up your milk on a little stove. You're not gonna have a steamer, but I wanted to make it as comparable as possible so I can taste the difference between the coffee itself, not the steaming of the milk and not steaming the milk. Now that I finished the whole thing, I would say it's just ever so slightly more bitter. Not really, really bitter, but it's just very, very faint. Let's take a look at the grinds and see how thoroughly infused it is. Very, very nice. I've seen more than once where if you pack your own grinds in these portable espresso makers, there remains a puddle of water in there for some reason. The moisture level in here is very similar to what I see in my espresso machine. Let's dump this out and see how easy it is. Half comes out. 2 knocks and it comes out fully. Pretty clean in the rest of the can. A little bit of debris here without leaving a lot of water behind. Every single bit of coffee grounds is completely saturated. I would give what I see here an A+. Red Dot winner of 2025. Portable electric coffee grinder. A 3D shape to the top of the lid. It also includes a carrying case. It says outin right here. This is kind of like a suede material. Tie it close. Let's see what else is in here. Outin Fino. A thick user guide. Here's a lid. This will allow you to cover up your grinds after you're done with it. A little sticker at the bottom. There's also a little blower brush. Charging cable and hex key, which is for the burr here, so you can open it up. 7-point conical burr. And here's a look at the side. 28 clear grind levels with stepless micro adjustments, which allows you to make anything from espressos to French press. The battery can charge to full in just 1 hour. If your beans are medium roast and you're grinding 11 grams, you can expect to grind about 30 times on a full charge. Weighing in at just 690 grams or about 1.52 pounds. This is light enough for camping or making coffee on the go, but I would not bring it backpacking. Okay to put it on your carry-on luggage, but it's not recommended to use it on a flight. In my Commandante, I have this red clicks thing. Within the espresso range, I can actually change the grind size about 10 times. So there's a very fine granularity in the Commandante. In the Outin Fino for espressos, there's only 3 settings, 2.1, 2.2, and 3. One of the reasons you need to adjust the grind size in such fine granularity is to make sure the proper amount of coffee comes out at the proper amount of time. The Fino just pushes the liquid out of this thing, and when it completely uses all the liquid, it's done. So it's not as picky with the grind size. Therefore, with the Fino, 2.1 worked well with the Fino and I didn't have to dial it in. Overall, the taste profile is slightly different than the Commandante, although both are very, very good. In terms of a portable grinder that is not a Commandante, this is the best I've tasted. If you guys are interested in getting the Outin Fino, check out my affiliate link down in the video description below. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time.